So my longtime friend came back to apologize to me after what happened at his party the other night, and I'm still trying to process how one tiny moment completely messed with my head and changed my entire life. Okay, so let me back up because you need to hear the full story to hear why it affected me the way it did and why I was forced to face the hard truth. So he's hosting like a little get together, the typical we're not in our 20s anymore kind of, backyard party, drinks, laughter, food, all that. And out of nowhere, this guy I have not seen in years comes up to me, and we used to poke fun at each other and whatnot. Like, we were cool, but we were never like very tight, And he like looks at me and he like squints and he's like, "Hey man, like, is everything okay? Like, are you stressed? Like, your hair looks different." I laughed it off and I was like, "Yeah, life, bro, happens." But inside I was like, "Bro, that comment is a punch to the stomach." Like, oh, I'm so insecure about that. I mean, he wasn't wrong though. I mean, I kind of knew something was happening. I mean, I've been watching it happen, the thinning, the recession. I mean, I see it in the mirror every morning. Yeah, but I kept on pretending like, maybe no one else notices. And so like when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, so people notice. So I go home that night and I spiral, like actually just full on spiral. I was scrolling Reddit, just, finding everything and just what tools people were using and what shampoos and, pills on TikTok, anything that promised results. I found it. And like every week I think like maybe this will be the fix, maybe this one will actually do something. But like nothing really ever changed, like not even a little for me. And like literally at one point I was like, okay, so I guess like hair transplants are like the only option. Okay, but first off, those things are extremely expensive. Second off, someone ripping hair out of the back of your head and just punching it back into the front. What? I no, could not do that. So I kept researching quietly, didn't ask anyone because I didn't really want anyone to know that I was like insecure and thinking about this stuff at all. And that's when I stumbled across something that I've actually never heard of before: low-level laser therapy. At first I was like, okay, this sounds kind of gimmicky. Then I started seeing like the before and the afters, like real ones. People were actually getting results. I ended up finding this laser cap from Cure. I mean, I almost didn't buy it, but the fact it wasn't invasive, there's no subscription involved, and it's actually used in clinics, just made me feel a lot more comfortable buying it, knowing all that. And once I started using it consistently, first time in like months, I didn't feel hopeless. I saw some results. My hair started looking fuller. And I felt like I finally wasn't wasting time or money. And I'm not saying this will fix things overnight. Nothing works that way. But if you're feeling the same way I was, frustrated, insecure, convinced your only option was transplants, I'll drop the exact cap I'm using below. Honestly, it feels good to finally use something that actually gives me hope again.